gentlemen, I am Corey from Super Comic Guru 9000, and welcome to Star Wars for 100 Days, the ultimate fans countdown leading up to the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens. In fact, we are 51 days away from the release of the 7th chapter in the greatest sci-fi saga of all time. I just got done reviewing and discussing all 25 episodes of Star Wars Clone Wars from 2003, and if you watched all of those reviews, you'll probably know that I pretty much loved every single episode. But what are my favorite episodes from the series? Well, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to reveal my top 10 favorite episodes from Star Wars Clone Wars. So, without further ado, let's begin. Here is number 10. My number 10 choice goes to Chapter 4 of Clone Wars, the introduction of the never-dying bounty hunter, Dirge. His introduction in this chapter was absolutely fantastic, and for being a character who has zero dialogue and left that much of an impression on me, that means he has to be pretty kick-ass. Not to mention it features droids on swoop bikes jousting with clone troopers. Nuff said. My number 9 choice goes to Chapter 19, the climactic battle between Anakin Skywalker and Asajj Ventress. Really, this episode is just an amazing lightsaber battle, and also is a great display of Anakin slowly moving towards the dark side of the Force. Way too many cool moments to count. Number 8 goes to Chapter 24, which features General Grievous pretty much just laying the smackdown on everyone. Clone troopers, guards, Jedi, and he literally chases them throughout the entire city, which is like a big action sequence from a big Hollywood movie. My number 7 choice goes to Chapter 23, which is the beginning of the Battle of Coruscant, which directly leads into Revenge of the Sith. The opening of this episode is fantastic because it's all calm right before the storm, with Yoda actually meditating, when suddenly the Separatists attack and they're coming out of the skies with their droid armies as well as General Grievous. This was the beginning of an epic battle which led directly into the 3rd prequel movie. My number 6 choice is Chapter 6 of Clone Wars, which is the formal introduction of Asajj Ventress. This episode is fantastic because it's basically just watching a lot of aliens and monsters and droids just beating the living crap out of each other. Throw in a Dark Jedi and you've got a winning combination. My number 5 choice goes to Chapter 5 of Clone Wars, which features Kit Fisto having an underwater battle with the Separatists and this giant crab tank. This is one of the most unique episodes of the series as it takes place entirely underwater, and we get to see clone scuba troopers, Mon Calamari actually riding on giant eels, and giant destructive cannons which can destroy an entire Separatist ship in one go. Not only that, but Kit Fisto, who is the real star of this episode, is one badass underwater Jedi. My number 4 choice goes to Chapter 8, which is Obi-Wan versus Dirge. This is one of my favorite battles from the entire series, and like I said in my review and discussion, I love seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi in clone trooper armor, especially with a helmet on, and his battle with Dirge is amazing, because Dirge has so many different weapons, and he uses just about all of them on Obi-Wan Kenobi. My number 3 choice goes to Chapter 3 of Clone Wars, which features the ARC troopers cleaning up the city of Moonalist. These guys are really a hardened battle group, and you really get to see why they're so feared throughout the galaxy in this episode. Just getting to see them work together, not even really saying anything, just using their body language to communicate with each other, and just completely annihilating the Separatist forces. This proves why the clone troopers are so popular. My number 2 choice goes to Chapter 13, which is Mace Windu completely wailing on the Separatist army all by himself without a lightsaber. The first half of this chapter is amazing because we get to see some hand-to-hand combat from a Jedi. Not only that, but some masterful use of the Force, where he literally tears apart their entire army by literally pulling out all of the nuts and bolts from their body and then flinging them at them as weapons. That's just one of the few awesome moments from this episode, which ends with Mace Windu literally taking down this massive tanker ship. And my number 1 choice goes to Chapter 20, which features the formal introduction of General Grievous. This was the very first time that we saw this character in the series, and he left one hell of an impression with his amazing fighting skills, being able to wield upwards of 4 lightsabers at once. He hadn't even revealed that he had 4 arms yet, as he completely massacres an entire clone trooper battalion, as well as a group of extremely popular Jedi. This is my favorite thing from the Clone Wars series, and probably my favorite thing from the entire prequel trilogy. So there it is, my friends. Those are my top 10 favorite episodes from Star Wars Clone Wars. Remember, that's the 2003 series, not the CG animated one, Star Wars The Clone Wars from 2008. We're going to save that for another discussion. If you guys wanted to see my reviews of all these previous episodes, make sure to look for the playlist on my channel. It'll be included in the Star Wars for 100 Days. I took a look at every single episode. That being said, every episode of the series is fantastic. Even though I do have a favorite 10, the other ones that remain are all still really good in their own right. So I highly recommend checking out the entire series. But what about you guys? Did you watch the entire Clone Wars series? Do you have a top 10 favorite episodes? Please tell me in the comments section below, and make sure to tell me what you're hoping to see from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.